Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Alpha Team Trading Desk. And we're live where we can have a live trading on stock options and futures. As you can see here, the screen is live. Let's see, collapse this thing here. Okay. And here we're going to go to the chat. Chat is on. Okay, we are on. Okay, I'm gonna put here. Good morning. Morning. There you go. All right, let's get to it. So what we see here, it was very interesting overnight. First, let's start with the VIX. You see, there was a Friday sell-off. VIX went up 2150. Now it's back. Okay, these are the levels I'm watching. Are we gonna go further down? Let's see. Yes, next. This resistance here put on the level 74.76. We gotta break this above that to continue forward. Let's see what's gonna happen here. This very key level here on the market. And there was the Friday, Friday low, Friday evening, 73.55. The same with the SPY, NQ, pretty much the same chart. So here I have the same level on NQ, 29.789. So what we're trying to do here to have a good setup is we want to see the price breaking this, consolidate a little bit, and then this will be the ideal scenario. Now you can come here, get rejected, and then we're gonna go down. So first target here, second target retesting 28.78 on NQ. So these are the two scenarios. Like yesterday I said, if you look at the stream from the previous day, we went like here, and I said I'm not interested in this chicken scratch here. That's how people lose accounts, and you try to go long, you get stopped. Try to go short, you get stopped. So as you can see here, um, that's what happened. That's what happened. Chicken scratch. So we need to have a clear setups. Not like little, as you can see here, we went down in the morning, then went a little bit, kind of toppy part and head and shoulder, retested back. So we're in that range. Europeans bought that at 9 o'clock last night. They bought it. So now, okay, New York session. Are we gonna get back to them and short it? Let's see. So the Europeans will long here on the double bottom. The first bottom 6:30, second bottom 9 o'clock. You can trade futures in the evening too. And actually they trend cleaner. Look at the nice uptrend they had, like a double bottom, clear signal. This is your entry right here. This is your entry. You see one, and then second bottom test, and long here. This is it. So then you move the stop it breaking on here. You should be still holding that position. Yeah, nice setup at last night. That's the setup. 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. Okay, so this was the buy setup here. Okay, so we move on now. Let's see. RTY. It's kind of we're in a really very interesting resistance here. This is the supply zone, previous supply, as you can see here. Let's see what RDO is gonna do. YM, it's like this is a toppy pattern. That's a short setup here. Let's see what's gonna do today. If it's gonna go all the way up, or we're gonna go back to 56.24. So this is not a good. This is called a wick, or a selling, like a shooting star or hammer, inverted hammer. many names on that, but as you can see here, this is a selling pressure. So they're selling yesterday. They had a little bit selling, and we're right back at that. So now, are we gonna get above it, or are we gonna get below? Well, let's see what the open will sell does. So here we'll continue on the futures. Let's see oil. So let's see oil. Let's see, oil went down a bit. Yeah, because it was a new text that might be Iranian deal might be coming in. So let's see what happens with that. Yeah, it might be Iranian deal coming in. Like each time that happens, what happens? You know, each time that happens, the stock market rallies, the oil gets out of, because if they open the straight, then uh, oil price is gonna go down. Let's see natural gas, the same thing here. We went a little bit here. We don't have a setup on the natural gas yet. Okay, let's see this. The crypto, no setup. And of course, gold futures. You see, they're in a sideways channels. Oil and USO 131. So I see a little bit sell off there. I have a position here in XRP. XRP went down. So my target was $1. At $1 we can add to the position a little bit here. Always remember, that's not a financial advice. That's not a solicitation to buy and sell equities. This is for you guys to see what's going on. All right, so now here, what do we see here? We're going down. Let's say Google, he had this rally, and it's this is a bull flag with breakout on upside, so our target will be 372. We're gonna try to retest 372 most likely. Bullish pattern here. 355 support. I had dividend, 22 cents they pay per share. But also remember, if you're short, you get charged the dividend. Yeah. So, and also if you're short option, you may get exercise, a sign, because somebody wants to exercise the option for the dividend, you may get a sign. So keep that in mind. Okay, let's see SanDisk. SanDisk, the same thing. We're an area in resistance, overhead supply. That's why you can see here it got sell off a little bit. People taking shorts. Look at that. That's well, let's see, 11 to 40. That is $70 drop. So you gotta watch that. So be cautious with that. All right, so let's say Ethereum, the same thing. Let's look it up on the daily. Okay, well, let's see here. We're like here on support. Let's see if that's gonna hold here. This is the Ethereum futures, the micro Ethereum futures, METM 26. This is the futures of the Ethereum. It's the same like the Ethereum, but it's the futures contracts. So let's see what we're gonna have today. So go back to ES. That's ES daily. As you can see here, we bounced a little bit here, and that was the short level, which I yesterday said that they'd be looking here for shorts, and initially was sell off a little bit. Now, are we gonna continue down? It's like the pressure is off for now, because we're in a good area of support here. Let's see if this support holds and we can go up there, or we can go back and retest 7353, which will be a good entry point to enter for one. So we're gonna watch now what's gonna happen. But as I said yesterday on the stream, this is where they're gonna start shorting. Sure enough, look, right exactly on my level when I put the line there. And I said, when the green candle was going up, I said that's the point they're gonna start shorting. Sure enough, look. But the shorting kind of fizzle, so they didn't have follow update. So then, in other words, we did not have a second candle like this going down. See, so for the moment, the down movement is stopped. So we're reversing backwards, and so from here we're gonna go here and do a double bottom and then go back. Let's see, because the moment the deal is reached, the market's gonna do a little bit rally because the oil is gonna give up, you know. So we're also an area here on the CCI channel. It's like our RSI, but the CCI is for commodities. You can see we're in an oversold position here. So that's gonna be interesting to see what's gonna happen. And let's see the MACD how it's doing with the moving averages. Moving averages are doing. Yeah, they're still falling down. So they're still falling down. So it's like the buying is weak. That's what happens. The buying is weak. All right. So let's see. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's see what happens. We have 9:13, 17 minutes to the open. All right, we're gonna have also SpaceX will be live Friday, 9:30. That's gonna impact the market at some point because they SpaceX wants to be included in S&P 500 and in the Nasdaq. It's gonna have a double whammy. Let's see if they're gonna get included. But the Nasdaq for sure. We have Goldman Sachs, J.P. Morgan, Morgan Stanley. The usual suspects, the bankers, will be uh, sending that. All right, so let's see what happens. If we're gonna be again shorted here, let's see. We're technically on a downtrend here, as you can see. The SAR indicator is showing me the three little dots. So yeah. So for bears to be successful, we need to break 73.58. That's why we have a strong support here. How far we can go, you know. As you can see, the velocity is weakening a little bit. You know, we don't have this crazy buying pressure because you see on the TTM squeeze, we're making lower low on the indicator while we're making a higher high on the price. So that's called divergence. So that means the buying pressure is slowing down. So let's see if it's gonna go. All right, we're getting closer to the opening, 12 minutes. So let me switch to the 15-minute chart and zoom in. Okay, see what's going pre-market. Okay. Yeah, it's so this week we gotta cross 74, 76 to continue forward. Yeah, so we're getting ready now in the S. Yeah. Okay, another 11 minutes. Nothing interesting the moment. So I'm gonna keep my eyes open for setups. Let's see this AAOI. It's in area of the resistance, as you can see here. It's like this area of resistance. Let's see what it does on the daily. Yeah, it is here. In the daily, yes, as you can see here, and we're still on the downtrend. The SIR indicator indicates you have to break that to continue forward. Yeah. So we're working here. We're working for setups. And gonna 15 minutes here. Getting ready. And I have the position here. Let's see, Bitcoin. Bitcoin took a beating on Friday, 33. This is IBIT, the Bitcoin ETF. Let's see what happens here. We're getting ready here. I'll break this support here. If it's gonna go further down. So let's see. And it got beating, but we're back to ES futures here. Okay, we're back here. Let's see what that happens. All right, we're getting closer here to the open. Let's see what the NQ is doing. NQ futures. Okay. Also, if those of you who want to join, we're looking for traders. They can be in person or they can be in virtual. You know, we're in the United States, Connecticut. So everybody from there, or it can be virtual around the world. That's fine. Here at Alpha Team Trading Desk, we provide training. We'll get you with the setups, and all you have to do just follow the playbook. So just you can reach here the Trading Next at protrader1@hotmail.com. Shoot us email if you have interest on that. So on the next couple of videos, I'm gonna put what the strategies are. I have a couple of strategies to use, and they've been working. They've been working fine. I've been trading for 26 years, and they work on different markets, bull markets, bear markets. You know, we have strategies for all of them, so you don't need to worry how the market will do. All right, well, 5 minutes to go. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Yeah, 5 minutes. Very interesting. We're in an area of resistance here on the indices. So let's see what happens. Yeah, very interesting here. All right, we're getting ready. Just my mic here. Got a good setup here. So we've been in this channel. The Europeans bought it. The Asian, it's been going up. So when that happened, usually New York session they try to short it, and in other words, they try to stop them out. I noticed that not all the time, but I kind of noticed if they're up all night, they will do try to short, and vice versa. We've been shorted on Friday. You see what they did? They bought it. So it's it's always the opposite sometimes. Uh, Most likely they're gonna say, okay, we're gonna screw them up, but let's sell off a little bit here. So we might see a little bit of a red candles. Yeah, we're getting ready here. Yeah, we're ready here. Let's see AMD. AMD. Okay, that's interesting here. See AMD holding. So let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. We're gonna check Nvidia. When I start trading, Nvidia was like $18-20. I remember I was back with TD Ameritrade, and So a couple of traders from TD Ameritrade, the broker itself, they're getting along, and they're like, yes, yes, it went from 18 to $20. They were so excited. Little we know what's gonna happen. Nobody knew. It was $20 stock. I remember trading Meta. I traded Meta at $17 at the open. I traded the IPO of Meta. It sold off. It went down to $17. So I think it opened like $42, something like that. And the selling continued. It's like, so let's see what's gonna happen now with SpaceX. Are we gonna have this this repeat like the Meta, or we don't know? We don't know. So we'll check them out. I remember Meta, traded Meta live. There he goes, opening bell. 9:30 New York time. We're live. We're ready to go. Gonna monitor all futures. We're gonna monitor everything. We're gonna monitor stocks, options, futures. Here we trade everything. Whatever opportunity presents itself, let's see if the market's gonna give it to us today. Okay. Okay. I'm watching YM. Is showing currently ES 45 points, Nasdaq 270, YM 291 up, and RTY 36. This is what we're in the green. Let's see what happens. But I said we're in this area of resistance. Let's see. MU gapped up 987. ARM Holdings in selling from 364 to 351, 10 bucks. Gapped up and selling. AVGO $400. Google 368. Google holding. As I said, it was bullish pattern, bull flag. We have bull flag on Google, so it was a good call there. 368 Google going up. Yeah, let's see what happens. Monitoring positions here. Yeah. SanDisk is up $64. SanDisk 170. You can trade SanDisk through the stock code SNXX. S. Okay, SNXX. 2 times swung. SanDisk daily ETF. Earnings. Look at the SanDisk earnings. I mean, they are $13 estimated, and they went to to 23 actual. I mean, they double almost. Yeah. So this is the next earnings here on August 24th. Yeah, the yes is in area of resistance. Yeah, we're monitoring here. The market kind of slow. Okay, you can join our community here. We also send a small notification via Telegram. So you have the Telegram app on your phone. There you can see what trades. This is not um, a service, but rather, we're trading our own money here with private equity firm. And these are real trades with real money. You can receive them on the Telegram. And right now we have promotion. It's only $49 to join. Regular is $99. The VIP is $199. There you can have access um, to the phones and emails, and you can have Google Meet directly and check how to structure your uh, trades, where to place your stops, how much capital you can risk. Always remember the risk. You is very trading is very risky. Don't trade capital you cannot afford to lose. Yeah. Okay, watching here. Google is up $7, but hit that area here. See, we said that it's area of resistance. A little bit of selling pressure. Google at 370, which we said on the broadcast before that is a good setting up a bull flag. Paid dividend. Okay, RTI and YM are up. Okay, AMD was selling off a little bit. Google is up. Kind of mixed market. ARM went down. MU gapped up. So it's going to fill up the gap there. Let's see. So we're watching here. I'm looking at the chat here. Chat is live. Google selling pressure. Yeah. See. We're going to look here. ES going up. See, it's approaching that level here. 7476. Let's see, this will be crucial. So here what we want to see here, it'll be like a lightning bolt like this. I have it in the logo in my company. Funny, right? So we want to see like a little breakout here, then kind of hang around here and then go up. So this will be ideal if we see this and then start going down, candles going down here. That means we might want to end up retesting the bottom. So let's see. So this is the crucial point here. If PS will be shorted, I'm looking here. The setup we want to see, the setup I want to see here for me to go short is going to look like that. This is the candle I'm looking. If we get this candle here, this is a short signal. So short will be right here, entry. This is short, and this will be the stop. Stop here. This is how you structure the trade. Stop here, enter here, and we're gonna see something like that. Let's see. Yeah. So let's see. Watching, yes, carefully here. Yeah. Okay, let's see what happens here. Yes. Yeah. Yes, and Nasdaq on the resistance level, overhead supply. So let's see. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's see what happens now. We're getting ready. No entry signals yet. YM is took off a little bit. See what happens. No signal. I say AMD sold out sharp. 3 red candles. We have the chat engaged too. We're from the CCI. We're approaching over bot territory. You see here. Let's see. Hmm. Yeah, the only Google is, but I got a little bit of a selling here. Yes, scrolling to our level here. 7476. Yeah, Google and Apple. Let's see. Apple. Apple has got very interesting sell off. Yeah, Nasdaq's up. RTY is up. Yes, it's getting to our. That's the yes. Let's see what happens. Let's see. Let's see. That's gonna be here. Very interesting. 74, 76 level. Let's see what happens. Possible short position here. If doesn't break and retest it here, then we can have possible short setup right here. Because as I said, they the New York try to screw up the Europeans and dude, they can they try to get them out of their position. Like I said, okay, now short time. Let's see if that happens. This is a very critical level here. We're gonna have Alpha Team Lightning Bolt, which I have in my logo as well. So funny. Or we're gonna have okay, let's see MD. Okay, okay, went through. So let's see. So now we need a retest. We need a retest in this level, and we need to hold so we can get the next leg up. So this is the level we're gonna watch. Yeah, we're gonna see here. Looking for setup here. AMD has a good one. ARM has a good one. ARM is already going, and so Google is good. While we're watching here carefully what's gonna happen on that level. There's some selling is happening now. You see with this upper wick here. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see NQ. We're looking here what's gonna happen. We're gonna have a retest or it's gonna break it down. Okay, we're having a inverted hammer here. Remember the analysis we said. So if that doesn't hold, that could be a short signal. Let's see how this candle is gonna develop here. So as of right now, it's looking like a short setup. If you continue to go green, it's like, pull back and long. If we continue going down, probably would be a short position. Yeah, so that's why you don't buy this here, because you see, mostly of the breakouts usually they're fake breakouts, and imagine you took position here. That's why here at the Alpha Team we don't trade like that. We trade in the bottom. We go long in the bottom of the range here. Here the only thing I can try to do is getting short, and that's the result, because you think see green, oh okay, let's go in, you put your buy, and now what could be stopped already. So let's see if kind of reverses here. Let's say we have the moving averages here. They can act as a support. We have two moving averages right here. Yeah, the retest is getting deeper here. Yeah, it's getting deeper. Let's see. On the other hand, we have here on the TDM squeeze indicator, we have a pretty long squeeze. So that means, okay, it's coiling up for a move. Yeah, we're working here. Yes, he has the same setup. Remember we said it would be like a short setup with the wick here. Inverted hammer, hammer down. So if doesn't retest itself and it start heading back up. So if it doesn't do this, that's all we're looking here. So I have another support at 740.59.
Order cancelled.
Okay, I'm trying to place here order. Probably to get long. The bounce of the 9 AMA. Moving average. Let's see if it's gonna get deeper. I'm watching here. Yes. So the pullback is is it like a fake breakout? This one. Let's see. Because now is the time. If it's gonna reverse, it's gotta reverse pretty soon here. That's gonna be the signal. Yeah, so ARM and AMD are giving up the breakout as well. Spice AVGO2. So they going down a bit. So here's the point that we're gonna be okay. I just gonna get a little bounce up on now. Let's see. So Nasdaq is the view up now. Let's see. I'm monitoring here. Okay. Okay, so let's see if we can get long here. Are you getting ready for a long signal? Maybe we can attempt long here to retest the height.
Stop filled.
Alright, so I got the buy stop here. Buy stop here, and the real stop is at 74.57. Okay, see what happens here. Let's see if that's gonna be, it's gonna happen here. So I'm watching ES for Wong here.
Stop field.
Okay, or we'll Wong here. Okay, we'll Wong on on NQ and ES. That's it. Buy stop field. Enter Wong.
Stop field.
Okay,
Stop field.
okay. It pulled back a bit, so I put the break even stop here. So it pulled back here. So I got out of the break even. Break even. It failed the bounce. You see, guys, what happened? It failed the bounce. So I bought up here, went up here, then I brought the break even here, and the stop stopped me. Let's see. Let's see what's gonna do from this candle here. It's gonna go down or up. So long was rejected. The long was rejected. I got stopped at break even almost. You can hear I'm trading on Trade-O-Vate. Trade-O-Vate is my broker, which is hooked up to Ninja Traders for futures trading. Okay, I see that got rejected. So in other words, I put a buy stop here, and it went up a little bit, and then I put a sell stop. Sell stop was here and went back. It stopped me. So now you see that's why we're having stops. It's continue down. So the bounce fail. There was a fail bounce right here on this candle. Yeah. So that's why we have stops. Okay. So we attempt to go long, won't fail. So that could look like a fail breakout. Let's see if they're gonna do second attempt here. So we're gonna see how this candle develop, or we can re-enter, try to buy it again where the previous day, previous day low. That's a good area to support. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there was a fail bounce. Fail bounce here. We got a traded break even. Nothing. Yeah. Nothing big here. Let's see. So I'm using a Trade-O-Vate, and I have Thinkorswim also as a charting platform. I have okay, so here we might attempt another one. Okay, let's see if we're gonna go buy one.
Order filled.
Okay, so we're gonna get here if we're gonna give a second chance to go here or not. So let's see. I'm gonna monitoring. Here they're gonna attempt up. I'm watching it. Okay, I'm watching it closely.
Order cancelled.
Okay, so it's not. It's trying. It's trying to get there. It's trying to get there to set up the range for long here. So I'm tempting to go long here. Go long. Let's see. Because we have at on the S we have 7459 support. We have 7454 support. So this is a good area of support. The only thing we went under the 9 EMA. Let's see if that holds. Nasdaq too. Nasdaq is at 29631. If we're gonna attempt there to go long. So far, we had one trading signal. Yes, we make some money there. Not much. Let's stop at break even. All right, so let's see now. He's slowing down here. Yes, VIX is coming down, as you can see. Okay, let's see. NQ. Yeah, plus. Okay, it broke here, and we started a downtrend. So it's indicating downtrend. Let's see if it breaks here. If it breaks 29623 on the NQ, we're gonna attempt to get short there. So if it breaks this one here, we're gonna try to get short. All right. So this is the line here where we can looking to get short on that. Okay. So if that's happened here, because that indicated downtrend. Let's see. Or they're gonna try to get back up to this to retest the one here. So that's the other option. So I'm watching how this either we're gonna break down that level or from here we're gonna start crawling back up. Let's see. Let's see. That's why you have stops. That's why you have break evens and stuff like that. Um, yeah, let's see. Very interesting. It's kind of rangy market. It look like we're all good, and then look at these guys. So that's why you don't get long here. That's why I said I warn you about that. I warn you about that. Do not get long. So the only thing here we can get long here back again, which I attempted, and I got stopped for break even, as you can see here. So you kind of stuck here. This is like a do and die level. Let's see which way we're gonna go. Yeah, definitely a fake break now. Trying to go fake here. All right, we kind of crawling down into the red. Yeah, see, that's what we're talking about, the short setup. Look at that. It was not as clear as it could be because it started as a bullish candle, and then look at that. So now here we gotta watch what was gonna happen because we're at these levels. Levels support is coming here. And as I said, the New York session is gonna try to short. I said that in the beginning of the podcast live stream here that New York is gonna attempt to screw them up and short. I mean, look, sure enough, you know, it was a bull trap. They try to get everybody get all excited. Oh yeah, we broke on in green, and as I said, cautions here, and then look at that. So now Now let's see what happens here. So we have some errors for support here, so it's not a clear sign either. Yeah, that's why we're using stop. So I got here on a very small profit. Yeah. Yeah, Google was slipping down as well. ARM went down. AMD. Let's say a kind of interesting day. 531. So almost 300 points. The Nasdaq went down 300 points. So whatever we're up, yeah, whatever we're up on the open is gone now. He gave it all back. All back. You know, you gotta watch it here. What's going on? So YM is giving up. That's why you gotta use a bracket order to enter. I always have a bracket order. So bracket order looks like that. I'm gonna give it a G here. Bracket order looks like that. Okay, that's what I'm using. This is your target. This is the buy stop. Buy stop. That's what I bought. And this is my stop loss. Okay, so when I submit all three in one button, so I have them all here, and then I start sliding them back up. So I'm starting sliding this level back up. So it looks like that. So when I'm sliding them, you can see my marker. If it's here, I'm gonna slide it up here, and that's what happened while we're attempting to get long from here because we had the support of the moving average. And then I said, okay, now is the short because we're officially on a downtrend now. The trend shifted, and you see the moving averages are coming down. So the bounce that we're planning on it to come up did not happen. So I swiped my stop loss here a little bit above my buy order right here. And I got stopped for a very small profit, like $5-10, something like that. So that's how you prevent this huge loss if you've been long, long here with the moving averages. We'll try to get back up. That was the here that fell, broke here, went down, as you can see. Very interesting. Very interesting. That's why I use stops. Okay, NQ is approaching the previous day's close. PDC. Previous day's close 29,450. RTY sell off, YM sell off. So they're all what we call A-frame. So they're all doing A-frames here. So they start rolling like this, and they're gonna give it all back. So this is like a letter A, boom, boom, A-frame. Let's see, where are the previous day close? Yeah. Now, if something is gonna happen, it's gonna happen here. Yeah, he gave up everything. So now NQ is possible from 300 plus points, guys. Now we're back. He gave them all. He gave them all. Yes, it's like almost zero. Okay, very interesting day. It's like here, green all hubs. Okay, we're 400 points up. Bam. The same when the ES gave everything, guys. Look at that. You know, they did not work out. I mean, look, fake breakout. That was the line I put here, short. And if somebody had taken here, so here was attempting to go back long to retest, failed. So now we'll continue going back short here. Yeah, that was a trade. That's why I said you cannot be long here on this one. Fake breakout. Sure enough. Look at this. So that's why slow down your trading. Don't press buttons like crazy. You know, just wait the market to show you the direction. Don't try to predict the market. We're not here to predict the market or what's going to happen. Let the market show you the direction. And especially hurts when you buy a set, say, well, I want to be all wrong. I'm going to get wrong here, wrong. Or you try to get short and then you get stopped on the first rally. So let the pattern develop. Let the market come to you. Let the price come to you. And always have your stops in place. I trade with bracket orders, so I have all three. I have target, entry, and stop, which we refer as a set. So that's how the hedge funds trader, it's referred as a set. Okay, you gotta have set. Okay, stop. See, the stop is always first. You gotta know where your stop is. Entry and target. So this three, that's what refers a bracket order. You can transmit at a click of a button. I have classes here, guys. You can see how I do that in one click trading. Boom. And you have your stop, entry, and target at the same place. Yeah. So now we're here back at the support level. So now it's do or die. If it's gonna get some reversal going up, it's gonna happen somewhere around here. All right. So here also we're gonna talk how to trade with prop firms and stuff. I have a trade copier here. I have servers. You know, let me see. Oops. Home. That's the windows here. I have a trade copier. I have servers that are connected to Chicago. I guys here you can see them, a trader and me. So let's say that's my. You want to reconnect. Okay, continue. Okay, so you can see it. Okay, you see I had the Ninja Trader. And that's another thing, guys, I can show you. I'm running Windows, Windows 11 on Mac computer because this is a Mac laptop. And here you can see I have the Ninja Trader and I have everything here. So I can trade programs that are written for Windows 11. This is a window program on my Mac computer. Okay, so that's how we do it. Yeah, so I have also the trader. This is a trader connection. We can also show you how to copy trade. So you can put one trade amongst 20 accounts or different accounts if you have to. We have that available here. I'm doing it. Also, I'm developing AI a little model. And okay, so let's see. This is a good reversal here if that's gonna happen. So let's say yes, it's reversing here. Okay, let's. Okay, we're in a good area of support. Previous day's close, PDC.
Order filled.
Okay, let's see. We're gonna attempt reversal here. What a good stop.
Order cancelled.
Okay, so we got out of the break even again. That's forming here. Okay, YM also had the same setting. Okay, this could be a good buying opportunity, guys. Let's focus on that. If that's gonna happen, it's gonna happen now. Okay, watching it closely. Yeah, let's see what happens. We're watching it here. So see, this is the range that was established. So from here, if it's gonna bounce all the way here, let's see. So this could be a buying opportunity here. As I said, this is not a recommendation. Trading is risky. Let's see how far we can go. Maybe they know how far we can go here. We'll see that. Yeah. So this is a like do or die here. That we're monitoring here. Let's see. We had about 35 minutes to 11. 11 o'clock kind of volume, and the movements kind of slowed down a bit. So that's why you gotta be cautious of the time. Of time the trading. 9:30 to 11. It's like the highest volume we have there. So that's why. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. That was the A-frame type of scenario we had. Like this, and then like that, and that's like letter A. I see perfect. So now from here, if that's the range here, see this is the opening range, and it was attempted breakout fail, and it went back. So here, what we can do, we can try to attempt to go long to retest the range. Usually could fail at 50% here, so that's why gotta have a good stops. Okay, so this is what we're dealing with today. I mean, all the points they had is like gave it up and went all the way down here. So this is the range. Yeah, I'm watching ARM. ARM kind of gave it up too. AMD pretty much stuck in the flat range after sell off in the morning. Google as well went down a bit. Spice down. So not a ideal. See, this is struggling to do that. You see here, this candle now is struggling to break down, go up. Let's see what happens. Yeah, yeah. It was a bounce of support here. So now the worst will be if we get stuck in that chicken scratch when you know you can get stopped. Try to get long, get stopped. Try to get short, get stopped. So that's why usually it's like a no trading. So that's how you can hoard your account. You, you don't want to do that. Yeah. So we're watching here. So ARM, no trade there. AMD flat, just about. MES, MES are the minis and the ES big futures. The difference is it only move $5 per dollar per point. So 1 point equals $5, while the ES 1 point equals $50 movement. So the same on the NQ. If you trade NQ, it's $20. The mini contract and the micro contract, the MNQ, trades at $2 per point. So that's why I start with the MES. I think I had them here. Yeah, there it is. MES. MES is that they're the same prices. Just the difference is how much moves per point. So just different contract, smaller contract. That's why for small account use MES and MNQ and RTY is called M2K. So the current contract on the RTY is M2K M6. That's the symbol we put on your platform. The same with the ES, it's MES M6. Usually try to trade the front month because you have the volume there. So we'll check it out, see what happens. You see kind of fizzle, fake breakout here, and then back in the range. As I said in the beginning, probably they'll attempt to short it to get the Europeans out of their position. Sure enough, sure enough, they took him out. Yeah, I noticed that. When Europe is up, we'll be down, pretty much. Okay, so here we're attempting to go up, but it's again swelling up. So I don't think we have a. Yeah. So we'll continue Friday. So check our um, Friday live trading on SPX. You know, which will be also uh, the SpaceX as well. Yeah. So you can join us again. Close to 9 o'clock. We're gonna open and trade live and see what happens there. So come back on the stream. Will be 9 a.m. Friday. You know date Friday 12th, 9 a.m. We're starting the prep for the market. 9:30 the market opens. Let's see what they're gonna do with SPX X SPCX SpaceX. Everybody's exciting. A lot of things going on. What's gonna happen? We'll see. Gonna see it live. We're gonna record it, and they showed it here. Okay, guys. I'll see you. Subscribe for the stream. Look for the videos. Subscribe for the channel. Alpha Team Trading Desk. We're live. We have open house. It's free Steam for now. Our Telegram channel awards are $49 per month, discounted from 99. 50% special summer discount. Get it in regular price 99. The VIP, the one that gives you uh, Google Meet and access to the phone lines, is usually 199. That's a monthly, 190 month automatically. All right, we'll see you on the next stream. See you Friday. Be safe and watch your accounts. Trade consciously. Always remember rule number one: do not use money. The capital prioritization is first thing. All right, talk to you later. Thank you. Bye.